just got married. I decided that this would be a fun little project. Didn't know it would be so big of a project, but this is what we got. Needs a little loving. Someone decided at some point to hit something up there, which caused a hole in the roof. We got some pretty big issues, and this is what we got now. Someone put a nice vinyl ceiling in there that's got to go. We're gonna gut the floor. We're actually gonna replace the whole roof. Rip all the cupboards out. Rip all this out. Start new, build fresh. And we'll keep you along with us while we do so. So under the vinyl siding, you see that was just a really nice band-aid they gave us. So that's why we're replacing the whole roof. The gutting process is definitely still happening. I had it jacked up to get it off the truck, and this whole side where the jacks sit was raising up, and so all of this needs to be rebuilt. I didn't trust that, so I did the next best redneck thing you can do and set it on pallets. I got the roofing material ordered today. I actually have it tomorrow. So the whole roof up until, I guess, this point, right up here, it's gonna come completely off. New plywood, new roof, new seal. And then we just start building this baby from the ground up, or the roof down, or however. So hey guys, day 3. We're finally getting some rain, so that's nice, because now when my hands get dirty, I can just wash them. So still haven't done the roof, obviously, but the gutting is pretty much there. We're down to studs. The bed area needs some work, but nothing too crazy. This is my biggest problem spot. This right here is where one of the jacks are that lift the camper up off the truck. And this is the bench that was folding up when you would jack it up. So this whole sheet needs to come off. So I've disconnected the siding around the bottom to do so. And Lord only knows what kind of troubles we're gonna find. But that's the biggest one. And after that's repaired, I've got my new lights. I've got my new outside marker lights. I've got a new vent with a fan that's gonna go here. That vent's going away in the bathroom. This one's going away. And I've got a nice new outside light. And it's just, everything's coming together. And can't wait to start putting new wire and gas line water lines and making this great. Stay tuned. So we got the rotted side completely apart, and it's time to start rebuilding. I ripped out a bunch of, I ripped a bunch of 1.5 inch studs, because that's what everything that's coming out is. All right, so I got some new board in here, lots of new support brackets. I had to replace some of these boards at the top that were rotted. These are temporary, they're just supporting the 2 walls while the roof is off. Got a cut in piece there. Lots of mending plates holding all this together. This side was good, so I don't have to touch that. Had a couple beers working on this thing. I'm out of breath. I've been working too hard in the sun, I think. So now what I'm gonna do is put a layer of plywood all the way across, or at the top around the perimeter. And then I'm gonna put 2x4s across, 4 of them. And then the new plywood roof's going down, and my roofing material should be in any day now, so getting there. So we bought this on Monday, I believe, yeah, Monday. It's Sunday now, been working on it when I can after work. Got my dad out here giving a hand now. I've got the roof framed in, ready to go. Structurally, it's really coming along. and I can't wait to see this puppy come together. Alright, so we got the tarp up. Not that that really does anything, but I had a heck of a crank, if that's the word, here. So I cut it with an angle grinder and I framed in a board that you'll see in a few minutes. And I did some metal roofing screws with rubber grommets, so I don't have to seal them. I also got the massive hang down that was in here fixed up. So I'll show you what I've been doing. We've got a roof in now. It just doesn't have the top EPDM liquid roofing membrane on it. So it leaks when it rains, but that'll be in Monday, so we'll be able to get that done. Got the front. This is all new framing, obviously, and that stiffened everything up a ton. This board here is the one that I put in to screw that crease to that I had fixed. The bed was a bit tricky. I wasn't sure how I was going to do it until I got to the front, and I saw that there was that really nice like 2x2 up there at an angle. So what I did was I took and I cut these 2x4s at that angle and sat them on top of this other 2x4. In addition, I put another one under it that just butts up to the face for added strength and also depth, because I needed to put that 2x4 and a 1x4 underneath to be able to screw this metal up and keep it where it wants to be. So everything now is finally gutted, and it is time. I'm starting doing my new outside lights. There's one of them to replace those old things, and it's going to be pretty great. So if you've watched this far, you obviously care, so keep watching. All right, I think you can see I don't have the roof done yet, but I've got a nice tent. I'm just waiting on my flashing to be made up. I'm doing flashing on every corner, and I'm putting a new U channel here. So inside, excuse me, let's see, I got the fan in. Not sure if I showed you that. All my wiring is done. I've got some insulation now in the bed area. These are where they lap is all. So I'm gonna stick some Aspenite on here. Call that a day. I got foam board insulation, 1/2 inch, because that's all I can work with, to go in to all these sections. And I bought some really neat paneling at the Home Depot. And it's supposed to look like pallet wood, and it's lighter than plywood. So that's cool. This piece I replaced in the bathroom. It was a rot box before. This piece of steel I'm going to tie in with the piece of steel that somebody down the line before me had put in. And gotta get the jacks back on the outside. But we're cruising now. Only a matter of time before this baby's flying down the highway. I got all of my butyl tape on, and on my seals and around my vent. And I got this activator kit down, and that's supposed to sit for 15 minutes. And then I've got 2 coats of this product, 2 gallons rather, to make 2 coats. And that's gonna be my roof. So we'll show you how it turns out. So this is what 5 coats looks like. Still a little bit thinner than I'd like. They got like some knots in the plywood I'd like filled better, but I guess that just comes with more coats. Came down pretty far on the front because what's it hurt? Nothing. Overall, it's starting to look like a camper, so I'm happy about that. All right, so I did this thing where I put a whole new bottom on it, new plywood, new skids, matching what they had before. On the inside, we've got probably a lot since I showed you last. All my lights and everything are in. Paneling's in. We've taken it camping a few times, if you can't tell. I got my water and everything working. Put my tank in. Did a whole bunch of fittings and put the water pump in, ran power. That just goes up to a fill spot. Just ran one line because we only have cold water. I put a switch over here for the water pump. So that's pretty awesome. Turn this thing down. I got my stovetop in. Got my furnace in. I've got the grate for it over here. I just urethaning some of this woodwork I just did. This is for my thermostat for the furnace, as soon as I can find one that's 12 volts. I'm pretty happy with the way it's coming along. Definitely a lot of improvement since we got it. I can't wait to see the new floor. It's gonna be sweet. So Allianz shelving up above the sink I still have to do. That wire there's for, you know, the kitchen light. So yeah, almost there. So I just zipped the floor in real quick, and I can't believe how much better that makes the whole thing look. I am beyond thrilled.